Lego Batman is swinging back into theaters, but can he measure up to the greatness of the Lego movie? We'll tell you right here on Screen Junkies News.
Hi, Batman!
No way!
Come catch your greatest enemy.
Superman is my greatest enemy.
Superman's not a bad guy!
Then I'd say that I don't currently have a bad guy. I am fighting a few different people. I like to fight around.
Hi, I'm Dan Merle.
And I'm Roth Cornett.
And we have your Screen Junkies review for the Lego Batman movie, the hotly anticipated sequel to the Lego
I
movie.
think that's fair, but
It's
you
kind of a
dressed
sequel.
appropriately again,
I did.
Dan.
I'm a huge Bat fan.
Yeah.
I'm a big Bat fan, so of course I dressed appropriately for the review.
What if I put you on the spot and I asked you where Will Arnett ranks among the Batmen?
Amongst the cinematic Batmen,
Amongst the cinematic Batmen.
I think he's definitely in the middle. He's above Kilmer, I would say, and above Clooney.
Clooney, yeah.
Definitely.
Why are all the gorgeous ones homicidal maniacs?
Bale and Keaton, it's tough. That's
Do you think
tougher.
he'd be anybody's favorite Batman?
I think he's going to be a lot of people's favorite Batmans, including a lot of kids. He's going to be a lot of kids' favorite Batman ever.
I think so too, especially after this film. Look, he was, of course, the standout of the Lego movie, which
Yeah.
is why he got his own spin-off. Also, he's Batman, and we cannot count out the power of Batman ever, right?
Batman
and there's a
is-
joke about it in the movie.
There is. I mean, Batman is, people always say, it's kind of like when people call baseball America's pastime. It's really football now. And in ways when they say that Superman is the great American superhero, it's kind of Batman, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of Batman.
Batman.
Yeah, Batman is the biggest superhero going. It's why he's in all of the new DC movies. It's why he's hinted at. It's why we've seen however X many Batman movies. I think he's probably had more movies about him than any other superhero in the last 20, 30 years.
I think so. I think that among fictional characters, Dracula might be number one,
Yeah.
but the Batman, I think, is probably getting up there,
Yeah.
right? Very popular character. Listen, this movie is incredibly self-reflexive, and it actually plays with the Batman tropes and the Batman legion of villains. Warner Brothers pulls absolutely no punches about pulling from their own IP to fill out this universe.
Well, this Batman is making fun of their own portrayal of Batman. Like the Ben Affleck Batman now is probably the darkest Batman they've ever had.
Darkness!
And this is what this Batman is making fun of. So in a way, they're able to have it both ways. They can throw Batman really dark over here and then make fun of how dark they're going over here with this Batman movie.
And he also is notably a very petulant child Batman, which I think really works for this movie. But there's an interesting pathos that honestly happens, first of all, between Batman and the Joker that you end up feeling for the Joker in a lot of ways.
In a weird way, the Lego Batman movie has the best examination of the Batman-Joker relationship and the best examination of Batman's own psyche than any of the other Batman movies.
And
Live action, animated, doesn't matter.
I 100% agree, and I think it's because they are able to joke about it, right?
Yeah.
So they're able to attack it in a head-on way that just is very meta, and it says, this is my psychological issue, this is the basis of my psychological issue.
Yeah.
But it's really funny, and the relationship between Batman and the Joker and kind of their need for each other is really explored here through, of course, this lens of a romantic relationship.
It is, yeah. But I love they're not actually a romantic relationship.
But I ship them a little bit after the film.
But they are able to make Joker jokes. They're able to make Bane jokes. They're able to make Suicide Squad jokes and 60s Batman TV show jokes and 80s Batman jokes. They're not holding the franchise so above mockery that it seems kind of cynical. They are legitimately kind of roasting themselves. I think that, if I'm looking at the movie as a whole, as a kid's movie, I think this is a great kid's movie.
Absolutely.
It's exciting, it's funny, it has that level for adults to enjoy, it has a good story, it has a good message. Like I said, it kind of has a great examination about who Batman is and what his priorities are. And by the end of the film, it really does kind of convey a lot of great messages about teamwork and unity and family. As a kid's movie, I think this is great. As a movie for everyone else, I think this is pretty good. It didn't have quite the same edge as the Lego movie did for me. It didn't quite have that same duality as far as kids will enjoy it and adults will enjoy it. I think that this Lego Batman movie is a little bit more of a kids movie than I would say the Lego movie is.
Well, I feel like the Lego Batman movie, like you say, is exploring Batman, but the Lego movie was exploring a lot of really adult themes, and the challenges that we face when we become adults to maintain the good parts of our childlike nature versus the parts of our childlike nature that are less than helpful. It's commenting on business and industry in a very fun way. And that turn at the end of the film, I think really is what takes the Lego movie from very, very good to kind of brilliant and really poignant. The Batman Lego movie is what it is.
Right.
It could not do that turn again because we've already seen it.
And also, I think they realize that they're marketing more towards kids here.
Yeah.
As a Batman fan, there are certainly a lot of great call-outs and shout-outs and references to deep cuts in Batman history that I loved and appreciated. I think that the first 30 minutes of this movie is really packed and loaded in with that kind of joke. The last hour or so of this movie is more of I wouldn't say standard, but an above average kids movie as far as adventure, and we got to take a prisoner, and now we got to break out and fight scenes, and again, this is not a standard kids movie. I say this is above average for a kids movie.
100%, and I think that it is worth going to see. Parents will also enjoy it. It's not one of those kids movies that will be painful for parents to go see. I think Batman fans will enjoy it. I think movie fans will enjoy it because it's commenting on the films and the TV show, like you say, in a really smart way. It's quick. It's got, look, this cast is insane. It's like Rosario Dawson, Zach Galifianakis,
Michael Cera, Will Arnett, of course. Ray Fiennes is in it, which is Alfred, which is great.
Which is really great.
Because there's another part that's interesting. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I think so many people they were able to get in and do voices, even just for bit parts. I love that Billy D. Williams comes back and does Two-Face, the role that he never got to finish from Tim Burton's original Batman. That's awesome, and that's the kind of things that they do in this movie that are really inventive and clever. Especially if you're a comic book fan, you're going to pick up on so many other levels to this movie than just the average person off the street is.
And if you're a movie fan, there's about 1 million Easter eggs in this thing that you're going to want to check out. It moves pretty quick for me. I didn't find myself really getting bored. It is smartly written. It is really funny and very well performed. So I would recommend this movie. I would say, like you, for me, it doesn't quite reach the level that the first Lego movie did, which is an odd thing to say, but it's true, which I really think will go down as one of the greater children's movies of this decade, ultimately, for me. But this one is still a good movie. I think you'll enjoy it. Worthy sequel.
I think a worthy sequel, a great kids movie, a good movie, I think, for adults, but overall, certainly not a disappointment. And I think we both would recommend it.
Recommend it.
Well, that's our review of the Lego Batman movie. One of a few releases coming out. This is a big release week for movies. Lots of stuff competing for your box office dollars. If you want to know what we thought of some of these other films, click right here. You'll see what we thought about John Wick Chapter 2, 50 Shades Darker. So many different movies from this one opening in theaters. Thanks for watching our review. We'll see you next time on Screen Junkies News.